Flaming Fist Barracks. Authorized personnel only.
Something's on my mind.
What? Oh, what are you doing in here? You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Gods, I hope they haven't put up the prices again. That ferry's my last chance out of here. Bakshi's got to have something that'll cover the rest of my fare. How do you know about that? Did those crooks down the dock send you? I told them I'll get the money in time. Not my fault they're charging triple. Take your money, my ass. You haven't heard? An army is coming. They're saying it's unstoppable. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. I'm not a soldier. I only joined for the uniform and a warm bed. They're better off without me. I'm scared. All I want is to go home.
No distractions, please.
Ah! Thank you for the lift, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Ta-ta!
Admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You having a chuffing laugh?
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are!
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? Thank you.
Oh, you? I know you. How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected. How is such an overrated question. It's the who and the why that matter, darling. My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate so our readers don't have to. You are quite correct. The best broadsheet around. I would certainly recommend picking up a copy in the near future. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette. If I told you, you'd lose the fun of reading it yourself. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you. Darling, we can't let the readers decide what the content is. We've editors for that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day.
You might feel differently after some... Thank Helm we made such good time.
The army of the Absolute are back. Certainly encourages a brisk pace.
Don't get too comfortable. It's only a matter of time before the army of the Absolute gets here.
Sorry about the pong. We've been on the road for more than a 10-day.
What did she even do? I bet nobody knows. I didn't see her do anything wrong.
Used to think those things were going to make me feel safer. Not anymore.
One blow and she drops like she's dead. Maybe she is.
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
At least let us take her to a doctor.
My friend's niece. Let her go.
These street trash need to watch their tone. I don't tolerate disrespect.
I just hope somewhere has good water.
If all these folks can just keep their shit together, maybe nobody else will get hurt. Maybe.
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
Lord Gortash is exactly what Baldur's Gate needs. I dread to think where we'd be without the Steel Watch.
The Steel Watchers are doing most of the good here, really. I'd love a gander at those schematics. The Steel Watchers are a modern marvel. They'll protect us when the time comes.
Gortash is the light bringer. Gortash will burn the Absolute to smoke and ashes.
Only Lord Gortash has the strength to protect our city.
I don't really agree with Lord Gortash's methods, but the man does get things done.
No, we are not censoring the mouth. We are simply doing a routine inspection. And no, I cannot sell you a copy.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning Steel Watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, Steel Watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
The Steelwatch Foundry is off limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit can escort itself back.
I've always enjoyed reading it myself.
If the Steel Watchers had eyes, at least you'd feel like you were being watched by something with a soul.
Boy, I got my eye on you. You got the look of a troublemaker.
I just packed the papers. If you've got a complaint, editor's inside.
Listen, pal, if you're not moving my share of broadsheets, you're in my way. Shift!
We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
These writers sure do have a lot to say. The amount of trees they must have cut down to print all these papers. And people complain about the steel watch taking up resources. Huh.
I keep telling you animals, if you want to buy a gazette, talk to the loud little shit screaming headlines. I deliver the papers. I do not sell them.
So glad you asked, Edvard. No.
No time to chat, mate, sorry. Since Gortash donated this printing machine, we've had ridiculous volume to shift.
156, 157, 15... Oh, sorry, can't chat. 15... Shit! Where was I up to? Oh, thank Corellin. You're a lifesaver. 158, 159... Watch yourself in there. Sarky bastards, these writer types.
Don't know about you, but them big
Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 day, I write into the Baldur's Mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra. Mystra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. She's said to be a jealous goddess. Even though you do not follow her, you feel her power resonating from the statue. She is the one true spell at the heart of all spells. The weave could not be in better hands. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required. You see an altar dedicated to Saluna. An inscription reads, Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright. Goddess of the moon and stars, her words and light have long helped wanderers to find their way. Perhaps it could help you, too. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares. Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure, and the courage to resist. So may it be.
I want to have a word.
If this lot have got a problem with the Gazette, they should take it up with the editor, not make a scene in the streets. Baldur's Gate's never going to be safe with the Absolute out there. Why would the Gazette lie to an entire city?
Kinda terrifying that the likes of Lord Gortash can just decide what's true or not. Despicable.
Lord Gortash's still watch.
Well, the paper says we're safe here, but we're not. We may as well be outside the walls with the Absolute.
Mr. Need.
No point reading the Gazette. You might as well be reading the walls of a tavern privy.
Do you really think you can take all of us at once?
Here we go.
I can go and get backup.
And you think we're just gonna
A
sit...
broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks.
You know what? I'm glad they posted me out here. Those writers were starting to piss me off. All the incessant, inane chatter.
Wonder what's past this.
There's no talking your way out of this. You'll have to defend your actions the old-fashioned way. Approach the printer, noting its ink splots and intricate cogs. Before you can get closer, however, it begins to speak.
Oi! Gormless! Over here! Thought I recognized you. Dolly was right. You aren't much of a looker. We both love cheeky words. She does all the shouting, I do the writing. This is my paintbrush. I make sure everything that's in those big, ugly article blocks becomes fine printed artistry. I'm a master pensman, I am. Dolly can't stop talking about you. Hero this, hero that, hero here, hero there. Hello, hero. You know, there's some absolute filth about you in tomorrow's edition. seeing as you were kind enough to free Dolly, how's about I do you a favor? Why don't we change the headline? We can load up something a bit less damaging for your reputation. Well, first, I've got to release the old nasty top story. Oop, there. Now, you've got to find a new article to replace it. Listen, mate, I'm already doing you a favor. I'm sure you can figure it out yourself. As the old saying goes, ours is not to wonder why. Ours is but to print or die. Or something like that. Oh, you've returned. Ready to sow some discord? How delightful.